Hello students. So once again I welcome you all in the Alchemy online tutorials. So how are you all? I hope that everybody is taking great care of themselves, right? Sitting at home. But at the same time I expect that everybody is studying too. See, already we have completed our chapter number 1 and we are about to end. We are about in at the end of the chapter number 2. Only 2 topics are left and then we're going to complete the chapter number 2 also. Okay? So, chaliye, let's begin with our next topic of this particular chapter, that is principles of management, that is techniques of scientific management. See, in the last video we have covered the principles that what F.W. Taylor has created. There were 4 principles that what Frederick Taylor has created. Okay, now we're going to study about the techniques that what Frederick Taylor has created. There were total 7 techniques that what Frederick Taylor has created. Okay, one by one we're going to look after all those techniques. Okay, chaliye. So let's move on with the very first technique of the scientific management, which have been presented by Frederick Taylor, named as the first technique, that is functional foremanship. Now see, the main logic of creating this technique, first and foremost, before starting this technique, let me clear you that why these techniques are created. See, principles were being created for as a guideline that to by following which we can perform any particular task. Okay, same way, in order to run our business smoothly with less cost and with maximum amount of production, these techniques were created by the F.W. Taylor. Okay, so because of that we're going to study all those particular techniques, and what does it specify we're going to study in this video. Okay, chaliye. So let's begin with our very first technique, that is functional foremanship. See, as the name itself signifies, the concept of the functional foremanship was, its main extension was that the division of work, the work which is divided, it should be divided as per the specialization of a particular personnel. He told that it is not important that every particular person is excelled in every of the work. It is not important. Okay, we need to manage the work. Okay, we need to divide the work. But how are we going to divide it? We are going to divide it on the basis of the specialization. So for that particular thing, this he told that the factory or the organization in which the working is done is divided into 2 parts. One is the planning in charge and another one is the production in charge. He told that giving all the responsibility to sole a worker, it is not possible, because let worker concentrate only on one field, and that is production. But who will going to look after the work of the worker? Okay, so in order to do that, he made 8 bosses. 8 bosses who will going to look after different variety of work, and who will going to observe the working of the employee, the worker who is working. Okay, so for that this F.W. Taylor has created 8 boss. Okay, and each boss, those 8 bosses were categorized on the basis of 2. 4 boss comes under the category of planning in charge, and 4 boss comes under the category of production in charge. Okay, now let's move on with the very first topic, that is planning in charge. Now what do you mean by the word planning? Planning in charge means the group of the persons where planning is done, that what work is to be done, how is to be done, who will going to do it. So what these all things, these all plannings will going to be done under the category of planning in charge. Okay, now under this planning in charge also there are 4 supervisors. Okay, what are those? First one is the instruction card clerk. Second is route clerk. Third is time and cost clerk. And the last one is disciplinarian. Okay, now what is the work of instruction card clerk? Instruction card clerk means the person who is giving the instructions. General instructions, I guess you all are aware of it. What do you mean by general instructions? General instructions are those instructions following which we will going to perform a particular task. Okay, so some basic instructions need to be given to a particular worker. Okay, that how the work need to be done, how it has to be done, what all steps need to be carried out, from where the resources can be found out, to whom they are answerable. Okay, so these are the general instructions. So these all will be given by whom? By the instruction card clerk. Okay, next one is route clerk. Route clerk means which will going to specify the route or a particular step or a sequence following which we will going to perform the particular task. V means worker. Okay, next one is time and cost clerk. Time and cost clerk means that soon after giving the task to a particular worker, we will also give them the particular time, that within this particular time your task should be completed, and with the time they are also giving the cost, that within this particular cost your work should be completed, your cost should not be above it. Okay, so this is what? This is time and cost clerk. Okay, last one is disciplinarian clerk. Disciplinarian clerk means who looks after the discipline of all over the organization, who looks after the discipline of instruction card clerk also, of route clerk also, of time and cost clerk also, even they looks after the discipline of the workers also, that whether the particular task which has been given, which has been assigned to each one of them, are they performing it properly? Is there any problem? Okay, so these all things are being done by the disciplinarian clerk. Okay, students, chaliye. Let's move on with our next topic, that is production in charge. Production in charge means here the persons included are the group of persons who looks after that how the target is achieved. Okay, how the target is achieved and how the production is increased. Okay, how we can increase the production, how we can achieve the target, all those things, decisions or discussions comes under the category of production in charge clerk. Okay, under this also there are 4 supervisors. What are those? First one, speed boss. Speed boss means who looks after the completion of a particular job, that whether the time limit that was being given to a particular worker, are they able to perform that particular task within the time limit? Is it possible or not? They will going to look after that. Second is gang boss. Gang boss means who will going to make the arrangement of all the raw materials or all the machines or tools, whatever is required by the worker in order to perform a particular task. Okay, next one is repair boss. Repair boss means who will going to maintain the working condition, who will going to maintain the equipments, whether all the equipments, all the machines, all the tools, are they working properly, are the condition in the organization is proper. They will going to look after all those things. Okay, and the last one is inspector. Inspector means the person who looks after or who checks the quality of the work done. The work that what you have performed, these inspectors will going to look after that particular quality, that whatever we have thought, is the work performed as per the thought process or any discrepancies are there. Okay, students, I hope that I have made you all clear with this particular topic, that is functional foremanship. There are a lot many techniques, but today we'll not going to discuss about all the 7 techniques. In our next video, we're going to complete with the next 6 techniques of the scientific management. Okay, students, so by this we come to an end with today's video, and soon we're going to come back, we're going to meet again. Till the time, be safe, be happy and study. Okay, bye bye.